so the next question number 3. First part. Given A is 5. So we'll quickly write down what is given in the question. So A is 5, D is 3, common difference. AN is 50. Nth term is given as 50. And find N and Sn. So N and Sn. These are the question marks, is what you're supposed to find. So if we know N, so we can substitute, we can find the Sn value for that particular number. An is 50. A and D are given. So using An formula, which is A plus N minus 1 into D, A plus N minus 1 into D is 50. A and D values are known. Let us substitute and simplify to get the N value. Into 3 is equals to 50. So 5 goes aside, 45. So N minus 1 is, it will become 45 here, and this 3 goes down. So 45 by 3 is 15, N is 16. The number of terms are 16, the first part. Now Sn meaning S16 is what they are asking. So Sn will use this formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so that will give you 16 by 2 as 8, 2a. So 2 into a value is 5 plus n minus 1, 15 into the common difference value is given as 3. We simplify. So 8, 10 plus 45, 55. And 55 into 8, 0 carry 4. So 440 is what we get. Now you see, to find this S16, we've used this formula. Now in this question, because we know the first term and we know the last term, An equals to 50, it's the nth term, meaning the last term. So that value is known. So we can also use this formula, n by 2, a plus an. So if I use that formula, I should get the same answer, of course. So n by 2, a plus an. A is 5 plus 50. So this is 55 and this is 8. 8 into 55. So 8 into 55, which we have just found out, is going to be 450 as well. So you'll get the same answer. So you're free to use any of the formula, this one or this one. Okay. So the second part, we know a value as 7 and 13th term. A13 means the 13th term is given as 35. They are asking find common difference value and S13, the sum of the first 13 terms. Okay, so A7, A13 is given as 35. So A13 is like An, and we know An formula, A plus N minus 1 into D. So we'll use that formula here, A plus N minus 1 into D is given as 35 here. So here A is known as 7 plus N minus 1. So A13, N is 13. 13 minus 1 is 12. Into the common difference value we don't know is 35. We simplify. So 12D is 35 minus 7, which is 28. So D is 28. This 12 goes down. We see 28 and 12, 4 is a factor. So your value of common difference is 7 by 3. So that is the first answer. Common difference as 7 by 3. Then we have S13. S13 means using the formula Sn. Sn is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So in this formula you know n, a and d, all the three values. So we'll substitute 13 by 2, 2 into a. A is 7 plus n minus 1. 13 minus 1, 12 into the common difference value which we just found out, 7 by 3. We simplify. 13 by 2 remains as it is. We simplify what's inside. So this is 14 plus this 3 and 12 can be cancelled 4 times. And 4 into 7 gives you 28. So we get 13 by 2 multiplied by 28 and 14 will give you 42. This 2 and 42 can be cancelled 21 times. So final answer is 21 into 13. So 21 into 13 will quickly multiply. So we get 273 as the final answer. So question number 3, part 3. A12 is given as 37, common difference is given as 3. We have to find first term A and S12, sum of the first 12 terms. So A12 is given, we can use An formula, A plus N minus 1 into D. So A value is unknown, A plus N minus 1. So for A12, N is 12. 12 minus 1, 11 into D, which is 3 here. So for A12, I have substituted this equals to 37. I'll simplify this equation and get the value of A. So A will be 37 minus 33, which is 4. So we got the first term for part 1 done. For S12, we will use the SN formula. So in this, we know N value is 12, we know A value here, we know the common difference value already. So we can find S12 directly using the formula 12 by 2, 2 into A is 4, plus N minus 1 into D. So N minus 1, 12 minus 1, which is 11, into the common difference value is 3. We simplify, we get 6 into, this is 8 and 33. 8 and 33, we add, we get 41. So your answer is 246, the sum of the first 12 terms. And A value is 4. Okay? So question number 3, part 4. Third term, A3 is equals to 15 given. S10, the sum of the first 10 terms as 125. We have to find common difference value and A10. Okay? The 10th term. Alright, so A3 is given as 15. Here, A and D, both values are unknown. Now, for A3 as 15, I'll use the formula A3, AN formula, A plus N minus 1 into D. So A plus 3 minus 1 to D is given as 15. So this is your equation number 1. We don't know A and D, both the values. Similarly, S10 will use equals to 125. For S10, I'll use SN formula. SN formula is N by 2, 2A plus 10 minus 1, N is 10. So 10 minus 1, 9, D is equals to 125. S10, this is this. 125 as it is. I simplify this. This is 5 here, 2A plus 9D is equals to 125. This 5 is in multiplication here. We should not multiply. Take it to the other side, it becomes division. So what do I get? 2A plus 9D is equals to 125 by 5, which is 25. So this is your second equation. This is your first equation. This is your second equation. Now we can solve them by any of the methods. These are two linear equations. What I'll do is I'll multiply equation number 1 with 2 and solve them by elimination method. So equation 1, I'll multiply by 2 so that the coefficient of A are the same. So when I multiply this by 2 both the sides, multiply by 2 on both the sides, you get 2A plus 4D is equals to 30. Okay, now 2A and 2A, they are having both the same sign, so I'll change the signs here. I'm going to subtract, so I'll change the sign here. So minus, plus becomes minus, this plus becomes minus. So 2A and minus 2A cancels. 9D minus 4D is 5D. 25 minus 30 is minus 5. So upon simplification, we get D as minus 1. Minus 5 by 5 gives you minus 1. So D is minus 1, which will substitute in the first equation. So A plus 2 into common difference value, which is minus 1, is equals to 50. I have substituted here and I'll get the A value. This is minus 2, goes to the other side, plus 2. So 15 plus 2 is 17. So we got A value, we got D value. This is what they are asking. D value is minus 1. A10. So A10 is of the form AN. AN formula is A plus N minus 1 into D. So A plus N minus 1. So N is 10 here. 10 minus 1 is 9. Into the common difference is minus 1. So this is 17 minus 9 gives you 8. So the 10th term is 8.